All right, everybody. This is attempt two at the birthday edition of Ride Recap. It's March 27th, which is my birthday. Today's my 55th birthday, and I kicked its ass. I busted out 72 miles today over really flat ground. I gained less than 400 feet of elevation, which is fine by me, and I took full advantage of a tailwind today. God, I love it when that wind pushes me along. So yeah, I got a really good night's sleep last night at a bed and breakfast. After getting my bicycle repaired, I have a new rim on the back of the bike now, and had a good conversation with the staff at Trek in Mandeville, Louisiana. They took a look at my setup, and I told them, how many flat tires I had coming through Florida, which was pretty much just to running over stuff. It wasn't really anything to do with my setup or anything with the bike. But since I started pulling a trailer, even before this trip, this is the second rear rim I've had to replace because I break a spoke, and then in repairing the spoke, discover stress cracks in the rim. So, in a discussion with the Trek guys, we agreed that the weak spot in my setup, excuse me, is I need a stronger rim on the back, which isn't really possible unless I custom ordered something. To remedy it, the only thing I could really do at this point is carry less stuff, which, again, is really not an option. So, the plan going forward is maybe get rid of some of the clothing that I'm carrying and carry less clothing. And I know clothes don't weigh a whole lot, but at this point, I'm really trying to fine-tune how much weight I can carry on this trailer. Like, there's some stuff I just have to carry. The reason I have the trailer in the first place is to have the solar generator with me, so if I camp and don't have power, I can run my CPAP. So, the first of the month is coming up. I'll have more money once my deposits go in on the first. I will find another bike shop where I can get a rim, and I'm going to buy a spare rim and make sure I have the specialty tools needed to change the gear sprockets from one rim to another, because that, like, if I'm swapping the wheels on my own, that's what I would need to do. So, brand new rim on there right now, which could get me the rest of the way. Or, if I crack another rim, I'll pick up a spare and have a spare rim with me. So, I think doing that will get me the rest of the way. And, like I said in last night's video, I'm going to focus on getting to California. Not really going to dilly-dally trying to go north to get to the Grand Canyon. My sister last night said, we'll just take a road trip next year and go to the Grand Canyon. So, who knows? The Grand Canyon can stay on my bucket list. I'll get there eventually, one of these days. And if not, it just wasn't meant to be. But anyways, today was a great ride. And had a couple challenging scenarios came up where there were small stretches of the road where the shoulder got really narrow. A lot of traffic. People weren't as obnoxious as they were yesterday when I had to ride in traffic. So that helps. And I don't know, I was just in a great mood all day, probably because I had a tailwind and was cruising along, making good time. Did 72 miles today. That was awesome. So, I am in Denham Springs, Louisiana, about 20 miles from Baton Rouge. So, weather's a little iffy tomorrow. Might rain, might not. Severe weather coming in Friday. Well, tomorrow's Friday. So, Friday night, tomorrow night, Saturday, all day Saturday, severe weather. So, I'm staying at the Motel 6 until Sunday morning. I could use a hard reset. Give my legs a break. And maybe take a mental break, too. Just chill out and not think about a whole lot. Or think about a lot. I don't know. So, yeah. Making pretty good time. So far. Crossing the country, I've made it from St. Augustine to Denham Springs, Louisiana. And got checked into the motel. Sitting here relaxing, about to go jump in the shower. Would have been in the shower already, but had an amazing conversation with my daughter. She has a job now where, well, she's had this job for a while, but she has a like an hour commute to get home. And usually several days during the week, she'll call me on that ride home. And I love it. I absolutely love it. Just hearing how her day went, talking to her about life in general, just really blown away by how mature and what an awesome young woman my daughter grew up to be. So to hear from her on my birthday, that was awesome. Of course, I knew I was going to hear from her. She texted me first thing this morning. I knew she would call me on my birthday. She's never missed a birthday. I got a lot of cool text messages today. I have Wi-Fi here at the motel, and I checked Facebook, and a bunch of friends told me happy birthday on Facebook, which is awesome. Yeah, just was miserable yesterday, but today's another day, and I had a pretty good day today. So, started out with some good coffee at the bed and breakfast, and then rode about a mile away from the bed and breakfast and ate a big breakfast at the Waffle House, which fueled my legs most of the day. I did stop and get lunch at one point. But yeah, a good day. A much needed good day. Which they tend to happen after the bad days. That's funny how that works. Really, just up and down the emotions on this trip. I go from hating it to loving it to just being indifferent, or I don't know. Every day is so different. Every day is, it's got its own challenges, and really just depends on how I deal with the challenges is how my day goes. One thing that has been reaffirmed a million times over since I started this crazy journey is I am extremely lucky. I have an amazing family and really amazing friends. So many amazing friends. It's overwhelming sometimes. I've always struggled with a low opinion of myself. It's just part of who I am. So, it's really cool to just sit and think, like, holy crap, there are so many people who care about me. They check on me all the time. Just random text messages. How's the ride going? How's today? Hey, I saw your video. And you said this, this, and this. And how about this, this, and this? The interaction between me and my friends on this trip has been awesome. And I got to spend a couple days with my friend Cassie. I got to spend a couple days with Holly Dog and his wife. I hear from my buddy Greg on the regular. He's one of the top people watching my YouTube stuff and interacting with me. And yeah, just don't even know what to say. I'm just lucky. Just really lucky. And made new friends. I'm repeating myself. This has already been covered in other videos, but met some friends of Greg's in Bay St. Louis, and man, they were awesome people. So not only do I have a ton of amazing friends, I'm gaining more. And I'm just rambling. Blah, 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 blah. I don't even know what I'm talking about. So anyways, ride recap, 55th birthday, 72 miles. Taking the weekend off, well, until Sunday. Weather should be cleared up by Sunday. And the next time I get on my bike, I should cross the Mississippi River in Baton Rouge. That'll be a big milestone. Crossing over the big river. Hope everybody has a great weekend, and thank you for watching my crazy videos.